Hey yo, what's up everybody? Holmes here and welcome back to more Dark Souls Remastered walkthrough. Real walkthrough, not a playthrough, with my Dex build. And today we are going to be taking on the Ash Lake area. And we are going to be taking on Hydra. So what I like to do with Hydras is I usually like to carry a shield for these guys because it makes the fight a lot easier. And it's too heavy without the Havo string, so there we go. So we got the spider shield, our katana, and let's also put in gold pine resin so buff our attack a little bit. But if you guys want to make this fight a lot easier, probably Drake sword is the way to go. And as you guys saw, there was a bonfire in the back. So you can rest in the bonfire if you're afraid of getting wrecked by the Hydra. But the Hydra, it's pretty simple. If you want, and if you have enough arrows, you can actually just cheese it with arrows as well. After you lop off a few heads, of course. And forgot my gold pine resin. Now we got the gold pine going on. There we go. We're going to do the head attack again. Alright, this is why I like to have a shield for this one, for this fight here. Just so we can block the hits, and then after we block the hits, we can go in for a few shots. You can also snipe the heads off with your bow if it's powerful enough to do enough damage. Well, eventually you can wear it down, and then the head that you're working on will fall off. But individual heads have, like, I guess, their own share of HP to the overall HP. You do enough damage and the head will come off. And if you take out all the heads, that's it with the Hydra. Okay. If you don't, like, if you're having trouble hitting the head or whatnot, you could always snipe the core, like the center where all the heads are connected to with the bow. And you just snipe that, and eventually it'll just die. You don't have to cut the heads. And the Yaito wasn't really cutting it. No pun intended there, but yeah. It seems like I gotta use one gold pine resin just to take out one head. I mean, it's not too... it doesn't take that long, but I don't really got much gold pine resin. So I decided to switch over to the Drake sword and get my hits off like this instead. I would be using the Yaito if it was a little bit stronger, but it is weak right now. It's only +2. And I don't have enough regular shards to, the small shards, to power it up to +5. And also I need to give Andre the giant ember in order for it to be powered up to +10. So yeah, after we get out of Blighttown, that's when I'll be upgrading my Yaito a little bit more. But as of now, I'm gonna use the Drake sword to defeat this Hydra right here. And if you guys like the Drake sword, this is a good area for you because there's lots of dragon scales here you can get, and you can upgrade your Drake sword that way. The item off on the far end to the left side there, that's also another dragon scale. And upon defeating this Hydra right here, it will award you with 2 dragon scales. So pretty good. If you guys wanna stick to the Drake sword, you can. But be careful while fighting the Hydra because of the water. Because it moves around and you can't really see where the edge is. So that's like the bitch part. Yeah, you have to like pay really close attention to see where the edge is so you don't fall. And we got another head. This is good. This is my... well, it's not my strongest weapon. My strongest weapon is actually the Black Knight Greatsword. But that's a luck drop, so I don't want to be using that. Because I know not everyone will get it. So... I mean, if you got the Black Knight Greatsword, like I said in the previous episode, it is a good weapon. It can pretty much carry you to the end game, I would say. If you upgrade it to like +4, it can carry you to the end game, no problem. Even with +3, it can get you to Londo and take out Ornstein Smog fairly easily, and then you can just buy more Twinkling Titanite Shards from the Blacksmith there, and then you can get it to +4 or +5, depending on if you want to farm the souls or not. But it is a pretty damn good weapon. So if you got a Black Knight Greatsword and you got the stats to wield it with 2 hands at least, you're pretty much set if you want an easier time with Dark Souls. So yeah. Well, for the time being, I'm gonna just use the Drake sword here to take down this Hydra. So yeah, oh man, after that E3 showcase, Sekiro, I'm so excited. Oh man. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I have like a whole video. Well, actually I have 2 videos dedicated to that game. It's also by FromSoft. And apparently it plays nothing like Dark Souls, but it has a little bit of Tenchu resemblance, so I'm really excited for that. Tenchu, it's an old game. I believe it's on PSP and PS2. I don't know about like the other platforms. I don't know if they have it for Nintendo. I don't think they have it. They had it for Nintendo. I don't think so. And I'm not sure if they had it. If they ever have it for Xbox. But yeah, I remember I played that all the time when I was young, and I always die and then using cheat codes. Oh, those were the days in Game Shark. I don't know if you guys remember those. For those of you younger viewers that are watching this, probably not. For those of you older viewers, you'll most likely know what Game Shark is. But yeah, those were the days. Ooh. The moment I let go of the shield just to try to run back for one of the heads, I get smacked by a head on the right side. Yeah, this Hydra has definitely has more HP than the one in the Dark Root Garden. But it's not unbeatable, so get this head off. Yeah. So how many heads it got now? Like what, 3? About 3 heads, I believe. I can't really see it. I think it's only got, yeah, 3. So at this point we can pretty much start sniping. But I wanna cut off one more just to be on the safe side. This lake is like a nightmare to me. It reminds me of what do you call that place? Is it under Nightmare? I don't remember. It's one of the nightmare areas in Bloodborne. Oh, the water blast got me in the back. The way to avoid these is just try to get close to them as they're blasting it, because it can't turn. So yeah, and I'm getting the bow out now. And you can snipe the heads, but it is fairly difficult, man. The heads, holy shit. It may look like it's easy to hit because it's huge, but I don't know, I feel like they wiggle so much, it's kind of hard to hit. Oh, nailing it, missing it. You get it? Nope. It moves so much, it wiggles and all kinds of stuff so much, and there you go, you snap off one head. Yeah, let's just snipe the core. The other 2 heads don't seem like can do anything to me, because if they're trying to do melee attacks, most of the time they won't be able to touch you, and it's actually pretty difficult to get the last few heads with melee. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I feel like it's semi-difficult to get the last few hits because they move around so much. And there we go. Took down the Hydra with some arrows, and you get 2 dragon scales. So yeah, there you go, Drake Sword users, or the Great Dragon Sword. You can actually get a Great Sword that's from a dragon in this area, and I'll show you guys in a bit. It's actually from a Covenant leader, from the Dragon Covenant leader to be specific. So yeah, right here, be careful to slide down. I believe it is death. So actually, almost forgot about this thing right here. This is the item I was talking about, tucked in way in the corner over here. This is a dragon scale. Yeah, I don't know. This place looks so freaking creepy to me. It's like the end of the world. I don't like looking at deep water. It kind of freaks me out. Like if I go to the beach and it's in the morning, you know, it's fine. But if it's at night, it looks like the abyss, and it's kind of scary. Not really scary, but it's kind of creepy. And yeah, these things right here, these clam-looking things, they will either drop twinkling Tinites or the curse cure items. So if you want to farm them, you can, but just so you know, they are fairly dangerous at this point of the game, okay, because we are still pretty low level, and as you can see, my Yaito is doing crap damage to it. If you have a stronger weapon, then yeah, I guess you can spend some time trying to kill these guys and maybe get a curse cure item if you want. But I'm just gonna demonstrate how these guys work for one guy, okay? I'm not gonna go and take them all on because I don't want to risk dying, because they hit pretty freaking hard right now. It takes away about half of my health if I get hit. But they stagger a lot, so that's what makes them a little bit easier. I don't know how that hit me. It looks like a straightforward attack. Oh shit, almost killed myself. Clenched my ass a little bit there. I think that's a grab, I'm not sure. And these things don't exactly bleed, you know. But yeah, I don't know, it's not doing much damage. Maybe your Yaito will be doing more damage if you have upgraded a little bit more. But mine's, like I said, +2. It barely does damage. You'll have easier time killing things if you're using the Drake Sword. Let's see what we get. Twinkling Titanite. I guess not too bad. It's kind of hoping I get the curse cure item, but it's okay. Twinkling Titanite works. And next up, item that, well, not this pickup right here, but in that big ass tree in front of us, you can actually enter it, and there's a miracle there we can pick up, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. Dragon scale. Great Hollow I hate the most because of the whole platforming thing, and Ash Lake, I mean, it's like there's nothing here, but I just don't like the way it's designed. It's creepy. It freaks me out a little bit. This open space and this deep water that you can't really see what's in the bottom. Yeah, that's why I don't like this place. But other than that, it's a pretty simple place. Pretty short and simple place. And somebody turned into, ooh, camera. It's actually the camera, like, it turned by itself. That wasn't me who made those turns. Like, camera hit the branch of the tree and it started turning by itself and almost fucked me over because I almost walked off. Speaking of walking off, right here, you see this broken part right here. You can inch forward a little bit and drop onto it. That's how you get the miracle. Come on. There we go. There's a little path here, and it takes you up over here. There's 2 cursed frogs downstairs, but they can't touch you right there. I will recommend you don't go down to fight them. And the reason is that because there's a big ass mushroom right underneath you where you're standing right now. And that bitch hits hard. It takes away like more than half of my health when it lands a punch on me. So that's why I then dropped down for the cursed frogs. And here is the miracle I was talking about. Great magic barrier. Okay. And let's go ahead and check out the mushroom. I'm not gonna fight him. This is pretty pointless. So yeah, it's slow. You can get like 1 or 2 shots in, back off, and then just, you know, after it doesn't attack, and just rinse and repeat. But I'm kind of short on Estus here, so yeah, no. I'm not about to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that's like mainly that's worth it to get. And the dragon scales, those are pretty good as well if you want to upgrade your dragon weapon. And also we're going to be heading towards the dragon covenant leader here, and if you rest in the bonfire here, it will actually unlock the bonfire when you warp, so you don't have to go through that whole Great Hollow platforming thing. But I just realized that you can't just light this bonfire. You have to rest at it in order for this to be unlocked. So fuck it, I'm not gonna rest at it. We're just gonna do the Great Hollow jump again once we do Zigmeyer's quest. This actually looks pretty badass. Walk over here, stare at this dragon, and opens its wings. I believe this is the dragon from the cinematic, the opening cutscene. And if you come behind here, you can see his tail. And man, does it got HP on it. Doesn't want to get cut. Holy shit. Wow. Alright. Where's my Black Knight Greatsword? That demonstrates power again. I just want to get the damn sword. Yeah, there we go. Dragon Greatsword. Hang on. Before we go and join the Covenant, let's check out the Dragon Greatsword. This actually looks pretty freaking badass, but I think Halamit's sword still tops it. This sword, I think it's in Demon Souls. It looks really familiar, but I could be wrong. But I think it's in Demon Souls. Anyways, you can chop off his tail and it won't get mad at you. It will still let you join the Covenant, so it's all good. And upon joining the Covenant, you will get a Dragon Headstone and the Covenant Orb, which it's like a summoning sign you put down and someone summons you to the world. But in the world of Dark Souls, there's a lot of assholes that will just summon you and gank the shit out of you just to get some free souls out of it. So I don't know, do it at your own risk. It's a PvP item. It's like a summoning sign, but instead of summoning a player to like co-op through the area, you summon a dragon player to fight, and the winner gets the dragon scale. So that's how you get more dragon scales, and also that's how you level up this Covenant. So yeah. And let's get back to our previous bonfire, which it should be back up in Blighttown, so we don't have to go through that whole nasty walk. There we go, back in Blighttown. And switch out the ring. Alright, we can flip. And also, I just realized we can't do that just yet, because there are blow dart guys. equip that. Can't really do a fast roll, so we gotta use the Habo's ring again. And we want to equip our purple and purple white moss, or blooming purple moss. Wait, actually, let me double check something. Let me see if I can upgrade my... Do I have a shard? I just need one, I believe. Nope, I don't. Damn it! Okay, I guess Eito is gonna be stuck the way it is for now until we get back to Andre to buy more shards. I was hoping I picked up some. Okay, so the reason why I have a spider shield right now is because it prevents you from getting poisoned if you get attacked, if you get hit by a poisonous attack. So blow darts, those big dudes with the clubs, the rats. If you block their attack with the spider shield, your poison meter will not build up. So yeah, but that I'm only using this mainly for the blow dart guys. Because I don't want to get hit by Toxic. Toxic is so damn nasty. It drops your health so freaking fast. I believe it drops it even faster than Power Within. That's how crazy it is. So yeah, that's why I want to have the spider shield here. And this is the way out of Blighttown. Let's take care of this mosquito here. Wow, I can't believe I missed. Take care of a flaming cockroach. Don't go this route just yet. Well, I will go this route just to kill this mosquito. And then go back up. Reason for that is because there's a blow dart guy. If you go and you cross that little tree root right there, you're gonna be blasted by this guy. Right over here. And this guy you can just melee. So we're just gonna do that. But be careful because there are more guys inside. Those toxic poison, those toxic blow darts. Can't even lock onto them. Be careful not to fall because there are flaming, those fire dogs downstairs, and they hit fairly damn. I don't know how that guy's blow dart is going through the concrete. Okay, this is not what I want. Longbow. This is what I want. And if I can see it. Oh shit. Let's wait for the meter to go down a little bit before we do another sneaky peek. Okay. Oh lord. I don't want to get toxic. That's why I'm being really careful right now. Let's wait for the bar and snipe. They actually don't have much health, so that makes them a little bit easier. Oh, his last shot got me, but I came prepared, so it's okay. And the second guy usually falls off, so you won't be able to see him. Yeah, you don't see him anymore. But there is another guy in the far end over there, so be careful. The guy that falls off, it's really easy to take out. Oh, we got a headshot. I don't get how their blow darts curve in mid-flight. That's crazy. Okay, seems like he can't hit us from here. And we cannot hit him from here either, it seems. Yeah, my arrow is just getting stuck on the same thing that his blow darts are getting stuck on. Okay, how about from here? Oh, he stopped shooting. Headshot! Headshot! Yeah! And it's gonna do the crouch. Oh god. Okay, it's hitting the plank right now. What the hell? Okay. Oh, standing again. Okay, that's 2 down, 1 more in the bottom, and there's 1 right around the corner right here. So for this guy, I'm just gonna melee him. I'm not gonna waste my arrows. Or maybe R2. There we go. And those are the flaming dogs that I was talking about. There are more flaming dogs, and there is our final blow dart guy. Goodbye, blow dart guy. See ya. So we got more dogs over here. One's across, and there's 1 right below us. Let's try the crossbow. Wow, the crossbow doesn't really, or maybe I'm too far, but I can't seem to be oh, there we go. There's a lock on. Wow, it's weak as. It is weak. This thing's weak. I guess the best thing to use this is on is mosquitoes. Damn, the dog be dodging all the shots. Alright, dog, I see ya. Okay, alright, fuck that. Let's go back to the bow. At least we can kind of aim with this thing. Goodbye. There we go. 2 more at the entrance over here, and then there's 2 more on the side, on my right side. Right over there. Guarding that pickup. And that pickup is a firekeeper's soul. So that's a pretty damn important pickup. Why? Because you can upgrade your Estus with those. And now let's take care of the one that was in the corner, just to get his attention. I will usually snipe all 3 dogs with arrows, but let's try something. I recommend you just snipe them. But I want to kind of take a shortcut right here. Bait them all to the ladder. Get my HP up to full and drop a tag. Only killed 1. At least I killed 1. There we go. Ouch. This could have gone so horribly wrong. If all 3 of them had rushed me with their fire attack, I would have been screwed. So yeah, I highly recommend you just snipe them. But if you want to try it, you can. If you land the dropping attack, you could take them all out, depending on how many you bait. But yeah. Next up we got the Firekeeper Soul. There we go, finally. So now we can give it to the Firekeeper and have him upgrade our Estus. So our Estus can heal more. It's always great to heal more. And I believe this is a soul. There we go. Some souls. And now we can cross that little path in the bottom without having to worry about getting sniped at by the blow darts. This thing won't move, so don't worry about it. It's not like the bridge earlier on in Blighttown. Alright, and we got a fire cockroach to greet us. Right here you get the Crimson set and also a catalyst. And you get a spell right here. Sorcery. Greeted by a mosquito. Congratulations. So let's check out the sorcery. and also the armor set that we just got, which looks okay. It kind of reminds me of Eileen from Bloodborne, probably because of the mask. Yep, not probably, definitely gonna be the mask. But an NPC actually wears this in New Londo, so holy crap, I saw you coming too. And where's the catalyst? There we go. And if you want to check out the stats for it, here we go. And that's it, that's all. Now we can finally move out of Blighttown. This level, I don't actually know what the point of this is. It doesn't really lead you anywhere. This part right here, I'm confused as well, because you come up here, there's nothing except for fire cockroach. But I guess you can snipe the blow dart guys. Other than that, I don't know what this part is for, because there's no hidden walls and doesn't look like it leads to anywhere. Am I missing something big here? I don't know. But right here you get a view. Well, right there you get a view of the other side of Blighttown where we came down from. And yeah, other than that, you can't really go back to it. And also, if you go over to this end, you can get a view of the little sewer area where the blow dart guys were just at with the flaming dogs. So I guess you could maybe snipe them from here and then make your way into it. I don't know. But yeah, this part seems pretty pointless. Hopefully I'm not missing something big. But that is pretty much it for this. We can now officially leave this area and then come back to it later. But not to explore it though. Just to finish up some side quests. And on the side right here there's another ladder. Yeah, I personally hate the Great Hollow more than Blighttown. Blighttown, I guess the main problem is the camera, but the Great Hollow I feel like it's so buggy. Because you can easily get stuck as you're doing the jumps. And also, you can easily slip off of branches while you're trying to make the jumps as well. It looks like it can stand, but wow. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, it looks like you can stand there, but when you try to move over, you either get stuck by some sort of invisible wall or whatnot, or you just slip. So slippery. And here is the key to New Londo Ruins, which is going to be an area that we will take on later. But we will use that area to get back to Firelink though, so. Yeah. And here we got more of these guys. The guys that always gives us poop whenever you kill them. Put that katana up his ass. I remember when Dark Souls first came out. Had some friends playing this. We never played together, but we would talk about it, and they would always complain to me, "Man, the backstabs in this game is so difficult compared to Demon Souls." I don't know. I feel like this is probably one of the easiest backstab game that you can get from the Soulborne series. So Bloodborne, you gotta charge up that thing before you can land that backstab. For Dark Souls 2, maybe a little bit easier. I don't know. Maybe like around the same difficulty. The third one, I believe they kind of make it a little bit tougher for you because the enemies won't expose their back to you as much. But I don't know, it's pretty simple. Like the game that I can't parry or backstab as much, it's Dark Souls 2. I don't know, I just got something like the game is just really different compared to Demon Souls, compared to Dark Souls, compared to Bloodborne. It's really, really different. Okay, for that whack to the face, you will get a parry. To the nuts. Pop. What you got? Some more dung pie? Wow, this guy didn't even drop anything. Not even shit. Usually they would drop shit. But not that guy though. Alright, next up. If you guys want to head back to Firelink, there you go. Next to Shiny, there is the door that requires the new Londo key, and you can just use that to get back. But before we actually head on back to Firelink, I want to take care of, I guess, a mini boss kind of thing here. It's an undead dragon. Sounds intimidating, and it's gonna look intimidating, but this guy's fairly easy to fight. It doesn't really do much damage, depending on its attack. Its physical attacks will do a decent amount of damage, but its poison attack won't do much. So we're just gonna kind of semi-power through it. So it's gonna be here sleeping. You could walk by it, and I believe you'll be fine. But if you touch any of those items next to him, it will wake up. So might as well wake his ass up first before we try to attempt to steal his stuff. And don't bother locking on, just aim your character up and have fire bombs equipped, and your character will kind of throw the fire bomb a little bit higher. If you lock onto him and then throw the fire bomb, I feel like sometimes the fire bombs won't reach, like depending on his movement. Sometimes it will not reach. And this is where I decide to burn pretty much all my fire bombs here. Later on, there's gonna be a side area where there's gonna be another undead dragon that plays just like this one, except you're gonna be doing a face-to-face kind of thing instead of a face to the side of his hand kind of thing. Yeah, his poison breath, or I don't actually know what that is. I think it's poison. I never gave him the opportunity to fill up that meter for me, so I can't confirm if it's poison or toxic. I'm guessing it's poison. But anyway, the point is, you can pretty much tank that. You won't take much damage. See, it barely does any damage, and your meter doesn't really fill up that much either. So all you gotta do is, when it's doing this poison move right here, this poison spit, just walk into his the arm closest to you and just whack it as much as you can, and then back away, because you want to make sure he's still doing the breath attack and not a melee attack. Because a melee attack, it hits pretty freaking hard, so you want to be careful about that. And there we go. Undead dragon down, and he gives you another dragon scale. And right here you can get a sword, a shield, and some souls. In the far end, if you keep progressing this way, it's gonna take you to the Valley of Drakes, which barely has anything, but you can kill the drakes there to get dragon scales if you don't want to do the PvP stuff. So yeah, up to you guys, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to take on the Valley of Drakes right now. It's a very, very small area. This valley right here, this is it. There's no extensions. This is it. This is the Valley of Drakes. Barely anything. So, I'll take on the Drakes after we finish up new Londo ruins. But I will not take on the Drakes right now, because I don't want to risk dying. So, yeah. Now that all those things are done here, we can head on back to Firelink. and then talk to the NPCs there, and then head on over to the entrance of Sen's Fortress, and we will call it a run there. New Londo Ruins, there's actually a NPC here that has... It sells you some magic, and can buff your sword to magic.
And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't cry. I'm Rickett of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it? Hmm? What is it? Have you... Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escaping. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in the world. What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about? Oh, Big Hand. Of course I've heard of it. Who hasn't in Vinheim? He was a royal member of Dragon School until he turned undead. I hear he was quite the character. Only that was 100 years ago. What interest have you in the old eccentric now? Sorcery? Don't ask me how it actually works. We only fiddle and forge until it works itself in. That's how we do it in Vinheim. We prefer to leave the theorizing to those uppity scholars. Hmm? What is it? There's nothing to talk, we're both cursed. Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness. Hey, hang on. Is that a sorcery ember? I've never seen one like that. Not even back in Vinheim. What a brilliant flame. Please, friend, let me have that. I am begging you. I am a craftsman of Vinheim. I'd go hollow before I pass in a flame like that. Oh, really? You are wonderful. I will forge a Rickett masterpiece just for you. A weapon to make a legend out of me. What? There's nothing to do. We're both cursed. Come back soon. Smithing helps. Don't let me. Hey, is that an ember? Oh, I'm sorry. We of Vinheim don't deal in shoddy embers like that. Perhaps you should try an old smith out in the country.
Alright, so this guy is gonna be our magic weapon blacksmith. The one in Londo, I believe, is like a boss weapon kind of thing. Andre almost he specializes in almost all of the elements, but magic is not one of them. And fire, it's also not one of them. So, yeah. This guy specializes in magic, so if you ever get magic embers, you can leave it to this guy. Because depending on the blacksmith, they won't accept them. Like, if you try to give a pyromancy flame to Andre, he won't accept it. Just like how this guy, he saw the rest of our flames, but he was not interested in it. So, yeah, I don't know why I sent the elevator back down. It's force of habit when it comes to this area in particular, because of the Four Kings. But yeah, anyways, we're finally back in Firelink, and lots of things has changed here. First of all, Lawtrick is not here anymore, and you see some souls, and you see the Firekeeper's clothes, and a black eye ore, and it says dead when you want to check the cell here. but I can't really see anything. Just pure emptiness in there. But you get her clothes. Let's check out what her clothes say. And also the black eye orb. It's not in keys. There we go. So with this, once we reach Londo, and once you reach the door before Ornstein and Smoke, you can take on Lautrec to revive her, or to get a chance to revive her.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. Maybe it's time.
Alright. Next up, let's go and meet Framp.
Hello. Was it you who rang the Bell of Awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Framp, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the Bell of Awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment? Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
I believe all these options, when you give them like items and stuff, they'll give you souls for it.
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution. Those who seek the realm of lords must brave many.
Alright, next up, let's talk to the Pyromancer dude. Over here.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my Pyromancer the Great Swarm, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share the spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
Yes?
Oh really? Oh, that's a shame. But it's your choice. I'm on the fringe. Yeah, I know. Undead or not, that's who I am. I only wish that I could have repaid you somehow.
I'm just kidding. You can, if you hit yes, you can come back to him and talk to him, and then he'll ask you again. Just hit yes, and then he'll teach you Pyromancy, and also gives you a Pyromancy flame as well.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged Pyromancer. Well, let's get started right now.
Alright, let's check out his goods. Oh snap, it's Iron Flash. Iron Flash. Iron Flash. For those of you guys who got Dark Souls 1 when it first came on PS3, you guys will know what Iron Flash is about.
Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. The Pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Pyromancy has a, well, rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavory, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it. A pyromancer's flame is...
Right, so we are gonna upgrade our Pyromancy Flame to +10 here, just so we can unlock another NPC once we go back to Blighttown later. So yeah, it's gonna be another Pyromancy NPC, and this one's gonna teach you some pretty powerful Pyromancies. So yeah, but the way to get her to spawn, which is Quelana of Izalith, she spawns by a pillar that's near where Shiva was hanging out, and yeah, she'll spawn there if you have a Pyromancy Flame upgraded to at least +10. You could go beyond +10, but the requirement it's +10 or higher. So yeah. I want her to spawn, so I'm gonna get my Pyromancy to +10, and this is why I saved up those souls, just in case emergencies like this, in case I need to upgrade something or buy something. That is why I got those souls spare. That's why I have those spare souls, I should say. And I think this should be able to wrap it up to get into +10. At least I'm hoping. Oh yeah, baby. +10 Pyromancy Flame.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. And you can't, I keep forgetting, you can't access the bonfire right now because the Firekeeper's dead. And starting, we got another mission to get her ass back alive over here, to get her Firekeeper soul and bring her back alive. And woo, what do we have here? A whole bunch of dudes, more side quests.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good. Oh, you again. What business have you? Don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now. Oh, I can't.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us. Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not. Did I not explain? Or are you by the...
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure. Oh, miracles, I presume?
Alright, so we will deal with this later. This side quest is gonna take place in the catacombs. So yeah. We'll get Sense Fortress out of the way and Londo and possibly the Painted World out of the way first before we go and deal with this side quest. So yeah, it's still quite a bit a way to go before we deal with it. And this video has been pretty freaking long too. I don't know if you guys are cool with this. You guys like long videos or keep it short? I know some of you guys didn't like it when I cut Blighttown in half. So that's why I'm trying to keep this one go. Finishing up. I was gonna just keep it Ash Lake, but I felt like that would have been too short. So decided to get out of Blighttown, just so in the next episode I can just take on Sin's Fortress without having any issue. But now that we're here, we can finally give Andre the Large Ember and the Divine Ember. But we aren't gonna make any divine weapons yet because I want to be focusing on my Yaito first.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me? Magnificent! You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Okay, let's buy up some shards. I don't think that's gonna be enough, but we'll see. Reinforce. Oh wait, I don't got any souls. It's okay guys, I got more spare souls reserved. God, I love this. I remember before I ever used one soul at a time. That was a pain.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that. Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Okay. Yaito. There we go. Fuck. We still need 3 more Tainai shards. Let's get that right now. And then after that, +5. Boom, it disappears from here, but don't worry, if you modify your weapon, you can modify it to become a divine weapon or raw weapon. Or you can continue it with a normal path, and you can go with get it to +6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then once it hits 10, you need to get another ember, very large ember, and then you get to +15, and that's how you can get the strongest weapon, or at least for that specific weapon. So yeah, and that is the path I'm planning to go with. I'm not gonna change this to any boss weapons or any elemental weapons. I'm gonna keep it the way it is and get it to +15. And yeah, there's Sin's Fortress. The gates finally opened. And before I actually end off the video here, I want to kindle this bonfire so we can take on Sin's Fortress in the next episode and try to grab all the stuff, or as much stuff as I can there. But yeah, that is pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. So I thank you all for watching. Hopefully this video has been entertaining or helpful or enjoyable, and if y'all found at least one of those qualities to be in this video, then hey, stay tuned for more. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Out.